Martin Parr is a renowned British photographer born in 1952. He has published just about 40 photo books and has been featured in almost 80 exhibitions worldwide. His perspectives are unusual, and he creates pictures that are extraordinarily ordinary. His works typically encompass a group or a subset of people in an intimate, satirical, and anthropological way. Any criticism that can be seen in his work is met with humor. Most of his works focus on the Western world, a world that he does not forget he hypocritically lives in. He glaringly shows how we live, what we value, and what we actually look like to others. In 1994, he became a member of Magnum Photos, an invite-only photographic cooperative that transcribes visually what is going on in the world with an air of curiosity and respect. His 2013 work, Amalfi Coast, shows tourism along the Italian coast. The photos cannot be described as appealing. The highly interpretive photos mostly show tourists going about their very stereotypical rituals. Here, people are on a very crowded beach. The bright colors of the towels are glaring, and in the foreground are two overweight people and a place for people to put cigarettes out. You can tell this picture was taken at a popular vacation spot, but the perspective does not make the viewer want to go there anytime soon. In the same collection is a picture of this man sunbathing. Again, the beach seems overcrowded, and in the foreground is a small neglected statue of the Virgin Mary, surrounded by neglected plants and covered by cheap floating toys. The colors are harsh, and the one floating toy is not blown up completely. Yes, Parr is choosing to portray not the best perspectives of these places, but he is not manipulating the landscape or the subjects. It encourages the viewer to really look around next time that they are in a place like this. In interviews, Parr states he never asked permission to take a picture of someone. That would be a folly, he says. He will occasionally talk to them when they notice, but his main focus is to get an up-close, raw picture of what is really going on. Here is another collection by Parr called British Food. All the pictures in this collection were taken with the flash on, which does usually not produce a particularly aesthetic photograph and puts all the stress on the subject. Good or bad, the collection asks the British public to take a look at what they eat daily. Parr's goal was to make people see their food, giving them a chance to stop and actually see the food they eat, not just what is on the package. Here is a picture of donuts decorated with British flags and covered in bright blue and red frosting. What do you think? Parr thinks about photography on a project scale. Individual photographs don't explain enough for him. His projects encompass a phenomenon or portray a group of people. He does not believe one picture could somehow convey as much meaning as his projects. Parr's quirky style makes the audience of his works pay attention to every scene around them. His works beg for the viewer to analyze each photograph as if something was happening worth analyzation. Parr's works remind us what the world we live in actually looks like.